my joke of the night is I am coming to you live from Car Studios. So know that I am completely grateful for you being on the live with me. Know that your presence means so much. And I literally just want to say thank you, because one of our most important commodities is our time. And that's the one thing that we can't get back. So when we take our time to show up for different things and show up for different events and those different venues, so to speak, it's a big deal, because we are literally using a resource that we can't get back. So as I sit here and, in a sense, go into a little bit of story time, time is incredibly important, which for me comes full circle and goes back into the affirmations, especially the affirmations that I have in regards to tonight, because execution is about putting yourself in go mode. It's about utilizing your time wisely. It's about you completing those things that you said you were going to do. So I love the fact that the affirmations and that this season of affirmations have been centered around being in the moment, being intentional about how you use your time, being intentional about how you show up. And for me, it also goes into parenting, how we show up for our kids, how we show up for our families, how we show up for ourselves, how we talk to ourselves to get ourselves motivated and upbeat and ready to take on the world and the different things that we take on when it comes time for us to execute the different things and the different challenges that we may face. So it just, as I get an opportunity to sit back and look back, or take the opportunity to sit back and look back, it puts me in a season of gratitude, because everything that I am doing, I'm taking that time out to check in with me and to recognize that the Most High is allowing everything to happen for my good. So that's one. That has been a staple. That's been a mantra, a prayer at times, as I go through different things or find myself in different challenges. Everything is working for my good, even if I don't understand how it's working for my good in the moment. So for me, execution, the words that come out of my mouth, how I'm moving, being intentional, all of them come full circle for me, and they reinforce one another. And they reinforce the Most High's word, which tells us to be mindful of how we speak, because it's power in what we speak, and life and death live in the tongue. So if life and death live in the tongue, I want to make sure that I am being mindful as to how I'm speaking over everything that I'm speaking to, because I realize that my words, for me, I'm going to say I'm using my I statements, which I have borrowed that. So if Countess of Shopping, Elizabeth, if you ever happen to see a live or see a video, I borrowed your phrase using my I statements. So therefore, I am very intentional in how I speak, because I realize that either I'm giving assignments to angels, which I'm definitely grateful for the angels that the Most High has centered around us and me and my family, or that the opposite is true, that if I'm speaking negatively, that I am opening the doors for demons. And that is definitely never something that I want to do. So in regards to my words, I want to make sure that they're speaking life and positivity for myself and for my children and for my husband, for the businesses that I'm opening. We are coming into tax season. So you guys definitely keep that in mind. I also do taxes. So if you have questions in that regard, again, being mindful of the fourth quarter, being mindful of having an abundant mindset, being mindful of, okay, so in this season, how do I set myself up for success for the next season? So definitely those things to think about. Where are you with your fitness journey? Definitely, I want to give a shout out at the end of the live in regards to people here in Memphis, or a person in particular that you guys can seek out here in Memphis to help you along with your fitness journey if you're looking for a personal trainer, because those are aspects of our lives that help season us that are super duper important. Wellness, life, love, all of those things help us to become and to be the best versions of ourselves as well-rounded individuals. So I definitely want to make sure that we get into all of that, and definitely keep the reactions coming. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you guys for your time. Absolutely. So jumping into the affirmations, the first affirmation that I have speaks to knowing what you need to do and moving in that direction. Knowing what you need to do and moving in that direction. The second affirmation speaks to you being able to acknowledge and move upon your dreams. So I definitely love that second affirmation for that. And then the third affirmation speaks to using your movement to motivate you. Using your movement to motivate you. So the first affirmation is, I know what needs to be done and I move forward. I know what needs to be done and I move forward. So I love this affirmation because knowing what needs to be done is one thing, but to be able to move forward with it is something completely different. Like being able to have the pieces, to put the pieces together and to actually execute on what it is that you were working towards is something that's a big deal, and it's something that everybody is not necessarily, it's not easily done by everybody. So when you find all of the pieces and you're able to put it together and you're able to get it done, it's a huge thing. And I love that affirmation for it speaking to you being able to move forward. So definitely that affirmation, that first affirmation is huge in regards to you being able to recognize what you need. Again, I know what I need to do, or I know what needs to be done, and I move forward on it. You're actually in action to make sure that it gets done. The second affirmation is, I dare to act upon my hopes and dreams. I dare to act upon my hopes and dreams. So being in action, you have a hope, you have a dream. And what is said about dreams are plans never realized. I'm going to say that again. Dreams are plans never realized. So what I love about this affirmation, and again, us being in this season of execution, is I dare to act upon my hopes and dreams. So you actually are recognizing, this is my dream, this is my hope. So I am going to step out on faith again, because everything goes back to the Most High for me. So I'm going to step out on faith. And due to me stepping out on faith, I'm going to execute these dreams that I have. So these dreams, I'm going to turn these dreams into plans, into a blueprint, and I'm going to act upon them, and I'm going to work on bringing them into fruition. Super duper huge, like absolutely amazing. I love that second affirmation for that and how it speaks to you executing those dreams that you have. And then the last affirmation is, every action I take increases my motivation. Every action I take increases my motivation. So each one of the affirmations that I just shared with you guys reinforces the next one. I don't know if you guys were able to catch that. Each affirmation that I shared reinforces the next one. So it's like the Most High is allowing you to take these affirmations and to build upon them. Like, okay, so I know what I need to do, what needs to be done, and I move forward on it. Okay, let me build upon that a little bit more. I dare, like I have the gall, the gumption. I have the ability, and what's another word? I have the audacity. I have the audacity, the boldness to act upon my hopes and dreams. Big deal, big deal. And then that last affirmation is, every action I take increases my motivation. Every action I take increases my motivation. So if we're putting this in real time, if we're talking about steps, you named your company. You took time out to name your company. That's step one, right? Okay. From step one, you searched out that company name to see, hey, does anybody else have this? That's step two. And just throwing out examples. This may not be, your truth, but just, okay, these actions, these small steps are motivating me. Okay, I registered that LLC. And from me registering that LLC, I went and got a website. And from you getting that website, you went and you got a virtual office. So you're taking all of these steps and you're building one upon another, and you're allowing these steps that you're building upon to motivate you. That right there again is huge, is super duper huge, because again, you're daring, you have the audacity, you are taking that opportunity, that chance, you're stepping out on faith to recognize and to bring your dream that the Most High gave you into fruition. When I tell you the affirmations that I choose are centered around the Most High, they're grounded and founded in the Most High. That is it for me. That is the beauty in it for me. So prayerfully, as I share these affirmations with you, I pray that you guys can see that. I pray that for those of us who may not have the closest relationship with the Most High, that as I share different scriptures and as I share different affirmations, I pray that He allows your heart to be softened and open for you to find Him. Let the affirmations or the scriptures that I share, or vice versa, guide you into your relationship with Him. Being someone who is mindful of being positive and mindful of my relationship with the Most High, I want to make sure, let me use my I statements, that I'm being a light. That when you look at me, when you see me, and this I borrowed from Tabitha Brown. She said, when you look at me, I want you to see the Most High in me. When I tell you, that spoke volumes to me. It almost gave me chills, because as a servant of the Most High, it's no greater honor to me than for you to look at me, for you to spend time with me, for you to sit down with me, or however the Most High allows us, our paths to cross. But for you to see me, and for you to see the Most High in me, for you to feel the Most High in my spirit as you're dealing with me, for me to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of light, where I encourage you to read your scripture. I encourage you to pray. I encourage you to seek the Most High out. I encourage you to strengthen your relationship with Him. I encourage you via my actions to be mindful of how you speak. Everything that we do is giving us an opportunity to become the best version of ourselves. And y'all, I am not perfect by any means. When I'm not perfect by any means. But what I am is a child of the Most High, seeking to be the best version I absolutely can. To be an example of love, grace, and light. So y'all, with this Affirmation Monday, I am again incredibly grateful for everyone who showed up to the live. If you like the content, if you like what you see, definitely share it out. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Parenting Out Loud. Y'all, we are dropping. I am dropping the podcast very soon. So I will be giving you guys a launch date, and I am truly, truly excited. And we get to spend more time together, and you get to witness the interviews of the people that I get an opportunity to sit down and talk with. And I am so excited for you guys to be there with me. So I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for the reactions that we did get from you guys who are here. Know that you are greatly appreciated. And I pray that the affirmations that I shared tonight in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that they stretch you, that they help you on your journey to becoming the best version of you. Until next time, y'all be great. Thank you. See you soon.